Hello everybody, what a 24 hours it has been. I was going to make my video immediately about this, however I wanted to let it sit for a little while, make some constructive thoughts about it, talk about what I'm happy with, what I really don't like, and then get your opinions in the comments below. So 343 published the new roadmap, all stuff that we have seen from leaks, literally everything we have seen from leaks, and the only reason why other content creators, myself, and the community found leaks so interesting is because 343 hasn't communicated for months on what is coming to the game. So I've broken up today's video in the stuff I like, the stuff I don't like, and then some extra thoughts at the end. 343 has also published a 30-minute video outlining their goals for Halo Infinite and its future, and some of the stuff they said I really don't agree with. So let's start with the positives, what I liked about the roadmap. I really like Forge, I've been saying that for months now. Forge is an amazing feature that is coming to the game. It is so damn powerful, and the canvases they've shown off really look great. I'm also happy they're adding career ranks, but we have no idea when that's going to happen. I'm also really happy that the Halo Reach armors you guys have been asking for is coming in November, and the Shroud screen looks pretty cool. I'm surprised 343 didn't include the BTB refresh with all the new game modes they've been testing, Shoddy Snipers, Snipers, Fiesta, Ninja Grapple Slayer for BTB. I thought for sure that would have made it into the November 8th update. I also really like the key art for Season 3. It reminded me of Destiny, honestly. And the two new Forge maps are going to be really fun for content for me personally. 2 snipers on a map is great for me. The middle island of that other map is going to be so good for unique plays and potential. And you can shoot through teleporters, I'm pretty sure, on Halo Infinite with weapons. So I'm excited to test that as well. The last thing I'm happy for is the custom games browser. I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. I honestly thought it was a long way away, like ages away. I was actually surprised that it's coming out in March. In a perfect world, I wanted it out as Forge would release, but something that not many people noticed is this roadmap is subject to change depending on what happens. So all this stuff we might get shown might get delayed even more. So I'll believe it when it comes out. Now onto the negatives, and I could honestly make individual videos about every single negative. Campaign split screen being gone, the length of the seasons, the overall game being unpolished, how everything is supposed to be hyper competitive with skill-based matchmaking, all stuff I have spoken about before. The 30-minute video had a lot of fluff. We're gonna do better, we need more time, just stuff we've been hearing for years. I'm not excited for the covert one flag game mode, for one primary reason. Why was Infection not prioritized over this mode? Why was Infection not prioritized at all when custom games are so important? There has been no mention of Infection at all, outside of data mining certain game modes that aren't even available yet. Co-op split screen, couch co-op, completely axed. I understand that maybe only 1% of the community would actually use it, but it's such a legacy feature of Halo's identity. I think it's a mistake to remove it. 343 has had a lot of staff leaves, like heaps. And a product of this is they don't have the resources to release key features that were promised before the game released. The biggest gripe I had out of everything they said was that Halo ultimately is a hyper competitive game. They said, of course, we're not going to alienate the social players, but Halo is very competitive. This directly contradicts what ex-Bungie devs have literally said about Halo when it was designed. Halo was designed to be a fun party shooter that had gameplay mechanics watered down from hardcore shooters to make it more accessible for others. Make Halo a fun game first, and then the competitive players will tweak those settings and make their competitive game mode out of that. Aside from that, the very, very long Season 2, almost 10 months long, has upset a lot of people. Understandably so too. Hidden Xperia summed it up best: short-term pain for long-term gain, and I agree with that. And Halo may get to a stage in the future where it can be a proper live service game. However, with Modern Warfare 2 coming out, Destiny 2 is thriving at the moment, there is no reason for any new player who isn't playing already to drop what they're playing and move over to Halo. It really seems like the Battle Royale is going to be the really big relaunch of the game to get the broader audience back into play. Now you guys ask me all the time, Romy, why haven't you expanded into other games? And I could play Call of Duty. I could play Battlefield. I could do my unique tricks on any game, and they'd probably be more successful than the way Halo is at the moment. But I love Halo. Something about the game. MCC, Infinite, I love how it plays. Always have, always will. I think Infinite will get to where it needs to be. It's going to take a long time, but it will get to where it needs to be. For me, when I've played Halo for 20 years, all I play is Rumble Pit, Snipers, BTB. And I can do that on the MCC, and I can do that on Halo Infinite. I'm going to get new maps, I'm going to get new modes. I have played the same game modes for years, over and over and over. There is small things 343 can do to make the game feel like more of a live service that they did not capitalize on today. They didn't talk about rotational playlists every week. They can do that. They could loosen the skill-based matchmaking to let friends play together. They didn't do that either. There is stuff that they can do right now to make the game better, and they didn't do it. And that's what needs to be done. Talk about upcoming maps. Talk about the upcoming game modes. Show them off. And not just show images, but actually show video footage. 343 said they're coming out of their cocoon. Prove it. Why wasn't that done? This was a big update with lots of exposure. Even with the smaller updates, they could have capitalized on this. Get the Forge Council to make maps. Get the Halo insiders to playtest it. Joe Staten said himself they're trying to do things to accelerate and get more content out faster. This is stuff you can do. Use the community as a resource until you guys can get your content pipeline where it needs to be. I guarantee if 343 said we're making good progress on desync, we're working on server stability, we're releasing 5 new maps, or like 1 map per month, created in Forge, some classic remakes, and some brand new maps you've never seen before, put it into a playlist, talk about new upcoming rotational game modes every single week, and then cover the big ticket items that they're working on over long periods of time, there would be zero backlash. 343 already put subject to change on the roadmap. So show off the career progression, show off the ranks that they're thinking of making. How is the system going to be? What does the custom games browser look like? This was the opportunity to show everything. The way it was presented was terrible, and that's why the community isn't happy, because even the basics of past Halo titles are not being done on Infinite. Can you imagine how happy people would be if 343 turned around and said, here is X amount of Forge maps we have created, they're going into matchmaking immediately, they're made by the community, for the community, and we're going to have weekly rotational playlists chosen and created by your fellow Halo players. This will make it feel like a real live service, full of content, while we address all of your feedback, fix the things you want fixed, and give you the perfect game you deserve. That's all I have to do. I do not get fired up very often, but I will always put the Halo community and you guys before everything else. Whatever is best for Halo is what I do. If that means being critical towards 343 for a misstep, I will do so. If that means praising 343 for something they've done well, I will do so. Halo Infinite Forge, very powerful. Halo MCC modding scene, fantastic. 343, there is stuff you can do to fill in time between now and Season 3, I highly recommend you do so. I will have a skill-based matchmaking video out in the next couple days. Be sure to check it out, it's going to be a good one. Let me know what you think, guys, of the roadmap down below, but for now, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.